If the business enters 2 new markets next quarter, will reporting become clearer or more moody? Anyway, in other words, imagine a cross-border operating system is an aircraft. Yeah, the aircraft dashboard, you see all these dials and gauges. So what is this? So if every dial is flashing, but none of them is telling the same story, the problem is not information. The problem is the controls that you have, right? So at the end or the bottom line of the message with these problems is that international expansion really goes into how good you control your company. So as a board, as an executive team, or as a founder, you have to ask this question. If the business enters 2 new markets next quarter, will reporting become clearer or more moody? Is it going to be more clear what we understand what's going on, or we are going to start to have different information in different places and we don't know what's going on, and we try to, or actually what happens is you start to audit the past. You cannot have real-time information today to operate your business, and you start to audit the past, and that starts to create a lag in the business. So yeah, it looks good in revenue, it looks good in marketing, but in terms of control of the business, start to show where all the cracks you have in your own home country or your headquarters. So as a board advisor, what I will propose to consider is the following. Number one, build the operational spine first. Document the key processes, clarify accountability, tighten the onboarding, set comparable KPIs, make it clear who owns quality, escalations, and exceptions. Without that, expansion will come very, very noisy. The second thing to consider is force governance visibility. So the boards, the executive team, and the founders should be able to compare performances across units and markets without relying on local storytelling. And this is a problem too, because actually if you rely on local storytelling, what happens with your brand? What happens with your controls, your performances? Because you cannot compare apples to apples, right? So you have to be careful there. More dashboards are useless if they give you less reality of what's going on in the